Hey guys, it's Dylan here at Caliber 8. Today we're going to talk about paintbrushes and how to use them. Okay, a little history on paintbrushes. Originally, they were made of animal hair, like the coarse hair of pigs, boars, hogs, oxen, and some other animals. In fact, up until the 18th century or so, each strand of natural hair was glued to the handle. Brush makers at the time were required 8 years of training. Yes, 8 years of training. Did I say 8? That's like going to med school today. Now, paintbrushes can be categorized into 3 types: natural, synthetic, or a blend of the two. Natural or animal hair brushes, yeah, the ones that used to take 8 years to make, they're best for oil-based paints and stains. Now, this part of the brush is called the brush head, which hold, guess what? Bristles. And the split ends of a natural brush are good because they hold more paint and provide a smoother finish. Synthetic brushes, nylon, polyester, or a blend of the two are best for latex paints, also known as water-based paints. Now, nylon brushes are best for water-based paints, but they can be used with oil-based paints. The same with polyester brushes, but unlike nylon brushes, polyester brushes can be used with lacquer or shellac. Now, a nylon polyester blend provides the best of both worlds. Is that blending there? Let's see. With this blend, because the nylon bristles are softer, it provides a smoother finish and holds more paint. The polyester, on the other hand, because of its stiffer material, holds the shape of the brush longer and better. And finally, the synthetic and natural blend brushes. This is the blending of natural and synthetic bristles in one brush, providing all the benefits the two have to offer, and it's good for all paints. Okay, when it comes to sizes, you want to match the brush with the size or the area you want to paint. Now, most brushes range from about 1 to 4 inches wide. Now, this is actually a 3-incher, but for the sake of the video, just humor me. Now, the most common paintbrush shapes are either the straight edge cut or the angular cut. The angular cut brush is commonly called the angled sash brush for cutting in the corners, edges, or where walls and ceilings meet, or where trim meets a flat surface. It's also said to be very effective when painting vertically. Okay, so here are some painting tips. Before you use your brush, flick the bristles like this to remove any dust that's built up in there. And if you're going to use a water-based paint, dab the brush in some old H2O first. If you're going to use some oil-based paint, dip it in some turpentine. Okay, so let's imagine this is a full can of paint. You don't want to gunk up your paintbrush when you first get your paint out of the can. So what's recommended is you dip the brush in halfway up the bristles, like this. Not like this. And I know there's a tendency to wipe the brush on the side of the can when removing it from the can, but don't do that. Instead, take the brush, tap it lightly against the side of the can to remove any excess paint. When holding your paintbrush, you don't want to hold it like this. You want to hold it like this. When painting a large area, you want to do it in sections, and you want to make horizontal strokes of about 1.5 feet wide. Then finish off with vertical strokes, all in one direction, to even it out. With edges and corners, turn your paintbrush vertically and lightly stroke from the top to the bottom. Now, as far as brush maintenance and care, with water-based paints, you want to use warm soapy water to clean your paintbrushes. You may also want to use a brush comb to get into the deeper recesses of the bristles to clean out any debris built up in there. With oil-based paintbrushes, it's recommended that you refer to the manufacturer's recommendations to clean the brushes, but turpentine does a lot of the work sometimes. It's also recommended that you hang your brushes to dry. Never lay them on their tips and always lay them flat. You also may want to separate your oil-based paintbrushes from your water-based paintbrushes, so that way no confusion happens. Okay guys, so hopefully you got some of the basics of paintbrushes and how to use them, so you can go to your local hardware store and find all types, from straight edges to angled edges to chiseled edges to triangular edges. These are great for corners, by the way. Those corners I was doing in the last clip, yeah, you can find those there and take your pick. Until next time, I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Please like and subscribe, and see you next time.